101 reasons to shop at Quartz. Unbeatable prices and the best value. Quality brands that you trust. At Quartz you can shop with no cash. Credit is amazing. Pay in 90 days. Quartz makes it easy. 101 reasons to shop at Quartz. We have so much in store, and online we've got 101 reasons to shop at Quartz.
Over here. Ivor. Darling, it's so good to see you. How are you? Ivor, look at me closely. I'm leaning forward a little for you to see. Look at my forehead. You noticing anything? Typical manner. Can't even notice a little change. Ivor, I went and got Botox. I'm looking. No lines, not a line. Anyway, I'm okay. How you mean you found I was so hard on my executives last time? Well, Ivor, it's not Dolly House we're playing, It's not Dream House, It's real life. I'm entitled to demand certain things from my executives. Ivor, let me tell you why I'm doing this, since you really want to know. Ivor, let me tell you, I ever told you I had a brother who was intellectually challenged before my son Adam? Oh, you didn't know that? Listen, I'm not going to go into all of that. My brother died. Very, very tragically. But my brother died. And then I came and I got this child with autism. And Adam died. And I will tell you, all of these things could have broken me. They could have broken me. But I have come to realize that we have to take the things that happen to us and we have to find a deeper meaning in them, and we have to take them and do something good with them. Ivor, how many of us are living with all the money, all the power? And I have a lot of money and a lot of power now since my father passed, okay? We're living in our high-rises. We're living in our suburbs, with our security and our very tall walls. Okay? And I will tell you something else. A lot of us, in my experience, we hide our children away. Okay? Because all we're concerned about is our image and how it looks and how it doesn't look. But Ivor, we are the society. We, the people, whether we come from down there or whether we are up here, we are the society. So who else do we expect to fix things that are happening that are affecting us? And if these things have affected us, think about the people who don't have the capacity, the financial ability, the emotional capacity, the mental capacity to deal with these things, and they are in need. How do we expect to create a better society if we sit on our little, perched on our little hilltop houses and do absolutely nothing? So that is why I'm doing it, Ivor. Okay? But I'm still going to enjoy doing my Botox. It brings me joy. If nothing else, take a little trip now and then, But yeah, that's why I'm doing it. And I'll tell you about my brother next time. But for now, let us enjoy being the people who have. Waiter, I want a bottle of champagne, please. Yes, let's enjoy and toast to having, and what we can do with what we have. All right? Cheers, darling. Cheers.
Is a fact, strictly facts, and is that
many times. Nowadays we don't get those anymore, but it has been a long road. Remaining calm was key because it is very easy to get frustrated and emotional during these situations, but it makes things worse. Also realizing that talking to your child during those moments is not a good idea, so we let them calm down first. It took a long time, especially when they were younger. It was not easy. So what I can advise of the parents is, 1, don't feel guilty if you cannot do it all. You're human. 2, there is light at the end of the tunnel, even if you cannot see it right now. So I please ask you to hang in there. And 3, love and support your child. See their strengths and potential and work on those.
It's a different kind of mind. It is probably a little different than yours and mine. It's a different kind of mind. It's an old puzzle if you just try, you'll be all mine.
Oh yes, we didn't sleep properly for years. We were like zombies, beyond exhausted. But as I got older, their sleeping patterns improved. Our two youngest have a set time to go to bed, and I think every autistic child should have a sleeping time routine and a schedule. Parenting special needs children is not always easy, and Martin Luther King said something that I believe is the essence of how we can approach parenting a child with disabilities. He said, if you cannot fly, then run. If you cannot run, then walk. If you cannot walk, then crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
A meltdown is more, to me, a gradual reaction to something that may have occurred within the past minute, the past day, the past week, and it builds up. And what happens is that the individual with autism may react, not necessarily within the moment of that incident, but they react eventually. And how I would actually address that would be by preparing the individual for certain events that may happen beforehand, or I may also have them use a particular engagement activity that helps them prepare daily for activities that they may not be totally receptive to, and helping them to engage in a way that they can communicate basic needs or wants at that particular time. So an example of a meltdown could be, through my experience again, I also work at a school for kids with special needs, and some of the kids come in and you can tell that they've had a rough night. You can tell that they probably did not sleep well, where they're not able to basically go and check their schedule. They're not able to engage with the teacher or the therapist at that particular point in time, but they're able to push through for a certain period of time. And it builds for a period of time. And then eventually, within maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, what happens is that there's a meltdown that occurs for no apparent reason. So what we do in that situation is, well, what I do is I try and find out the history of the past day or 2 days, and then we either use a social story, we redirect them to an activity that is preferred at that particular point. And again, similar with the tantrum, what I do is I try and get them away from all the sensory issues that might be bombarding them at that particular time.
101 reasons to shop at Quartz. Unbeatable prices and the best value. Quality brands that you trust. At Quartz you can shop with no cash. Credit is amazing. Pay in 90 days. Quartz makes it easy. 101 reasons to shop at Quartz. We have so much in store, and online we've got 101 reasons to shop at Quartz.
Hi, Trinidad and Tobago. Dominique Westerly here from the Westerly Group of Companies. Listen, my group, the Westerly Group, we are supporting this organization, Cause and Effect, and we want to encourage you, the population, to support them too. A little company with big heart, mighty hands, okay? Let's get all hands on deck, all hands on board to support this organization. So I want you to go to their social media pages on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, like, share, subscribe, and then click on their WePay link, visit their website and press that donate button today, okay? Donate today. Give a little, change a lot. I'll see you soon.
It's a different kind of mind. It is bubbling different than